Khamzat Chimaev goes off on Jake Paul after getting called out. UFC superstar Khamzat Chimaev, known for his tactical takedowns and being a man who really doesn't lose, has yet to lose a fight and is a respected MMA fighter in the industry. But of course, Jake Paul took to his Instagram to troll the man himself, Khamzat Chimaev. Only problem is, Khamzat really isn't the type to get trolled, or at least accept it. It seems like Khamzat was totally offended about what Jake Paul had to say, and finally responded to Jake Paul's callout. Let's just say it wasn't very kind. Jake seemed to have pulled Khamzat's strings and gotten on his bad side. Now, of course, Khamzat Chimaev the Savage wants a piece of the action. In today's video, we'll be discussing the social media beef between Jake Paul and Khamzat Chimaev. Thanks for stopping by. We post daily UFC videos that you really should know about if you're a fan. Before we jump into this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword Khamzat to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone 13 giveaway. As most people least expect, Khamzat Chimaev is actually a very nice and polite guy. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to his line of work, he puts the mask of a savage on. But outside of MMA, he's known to be a nice and friendly guy. Khamzat was raised in a family that taught him to respect others no matter the situation. But the ultimate troll, Jake Paul, seemed to have crossed that line. I'm personally a huge fan of Khamzat Chimaev, and with all that I've seen from him, I can definitely say we've never truly seen this side of him until Jake Paul brought it out. I don't know whether it was the part where Jake got super personal about things, but Khamzat obviously really doesn't like Jake Paul at all. And it seems like Khamzat really wants to fight him. Yet again, Jake Paul has succeeded in making someone dislike him. It's obvious that Jake Paul's goal is to mess with the UFC. First, he sends shot at the boss and owner of the UFC, Dana White. It's like Dana keeps trying to get away from Jake Paul and move on, but Jake keeps coming back harder. Dana recently was seen on the Nelk Boys podcast with Mike Tyson. While on the podcast, the topic of Jake Paul came up, and Dana seemed super uninterested. He even verbally said, "This will be the last time I talk about Jake." But of course, to his surprise, a few days later, Jake Paul released a rap diss track dissing the UFC and pointing out the increase in pay-per-view prices and the decrease in fighter pay. To most people, it makes sense. Why does it cost more? To most people, it makes sense. Why does it cost more to watch UFC from home than it did in the past? And why do fighters get paid less than they've gotten in the past? Jake Paul has a valid point, but I must agree, it is truly none of his business. He's obviously just trying to start conflict between the fighters and the boss, Dana White, and I think he's starting to succeed. Khamzat Chimaev might be the first UFC fighter to leave the UFC to fight Jake Paul. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if the bag was right. Chimaev was born in Chechnya, where he started wrestling when he was 5 years old. He won a bronze medal at the Russian National Championship in the junior level in 2013 when he was 18. He immigrated to Sweden with his mother, joining his older brother. After moving to Sweden, Chimaev wrestled at multiple clubs, including BK Athens. Considered one of the best freestyle wrestlers in the country, Chimaev won a gold medal at the 2016 and 2017 Swedish Freestyle National Championships at only 86 kilograms. And in 2018, he did so at 92 kilograms. Chimaev has had a series of dominant performances in the tournament, posting an overall record of 12-0, which includes 3 pins, 7 technical falls, and a combined score of 105 points, while only surrendering 2 himself across all 3 of his showdowns. Chimaev has competed in a few judo tournaments and in 4 combat sambo fights. Chimaev competed against fellow UFC contender Jack Hermansson in a freestyle wrestling match on November 19, 2021 at Sweden-based Bulldog Fight Night 9. Winning by points, Chimaev first started training in the MMA when he was 23 years old. He trains at All-Star Training Center in Stockholm, along with 3-time UFC Light Heavyweight Championship challenger Alexander Gustafsson. Gustafsson, one of his main training partners, told a Swedish reporter that Chimaev was one of the best fighters he had ever trained with during a press conference in June of 2019. Chimaev is truly a threat to anyone in the MMA, and to be honest, I don't think Jake Paul wants any problems with him. I think he's just doing it for the clout and to mess with Dana White's head. Well, it's easy to say that it's working. Jake Paul is succeeding. I look forward to seeing how this ends up. For more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post daily UFC news that you really should know about if you're a fan. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword Khamzat to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone 13 giveaway.